In a quiet village nestled between towering mountains, there stood an old cabin. Its wooden walls creaked in the wind, and its windows were dark and empty. Locals whispered that the cabin was cursed, haunted by a presence that chilled the bones of anyone who dared to step inside. One gloomy evening, two friends named Lily and Sam decided to spend the night in the cabin. They laughed off the warnings, thinking it was just a silly tale to scare children. Armed with flashlights and sleeping bags, they entered the cabin as the sun dipped below the horizon. As darkness enveloped the land, the cabin seemed to come alive. The wind howled through cracks in the walls, and the air grew icy. Lily and Sam huddled close, trying to ward off the cold, but an unshakable feeling of unease settled upon them. As they prepared to sleep, a soft whisper echoed through the cabin. They exchanged nervous glances, convinced it was just their imagination. But then the whisper came again, closer this time, as if someone or something was right beside them. Sam shone his flashlight into the corners of the room, revealing nothing but empty space. "It's probably just the wind," he mumbled, though his voice wavered. Lily nodded in agreement, but her wide eyes betrayed her fear. They lay down, attempting to ignore the chilling whispers. Just as they started to close their eyes, the whispers grew louder, morphing into eerie laughter that seemed to echo from all directions. Lily clutched Sam's arm, her nails digging into his skin. "We should leave," she stuttered, her voice quivering. Sam hesitated, torn between his curiosity and growing fear. But when the laughter turned into a mournful wail, like a ghostly cry for help, he knew it was time to go. They hurriedly packed their things, the cabin's walls seeming to close in around them. As they reached for the doorknob, a bone-chilling voice spoke directly into their minds, "You can't leave. I won't let you." Frozen with terror, they turned to face the source of the voice, but there was no one there. The cabin's air grew thick, suffocating them with an oppressive darkness. Desperation fueled their actions. Lily and Sam ran to the window, hoping to escape through it. But the sight that met their eyes froze them in their tracks. A shadowy figure, tall and menacing, stood outside, its eyes glowing like burning coals. The figure raised a pale, ghostly hand and pointed toward them. In a frenzy, they dashed to another room, slamming the door shut behind them. The whispers and laughter seemed to reverberate through the walls, a symphony of dread that tightened their chests. Lily and Sam huddled in a corner, their hearts pounding as the room's temperature plummeted. The door before them rattled, as if something on the other side was desperate to get in. The walls began to shake, and the very floor seemed to tremble beneath them. And then, as suddenly as it had begun, everything fell silent. The cabin's malevolent energy dissipated, leaving Lily and Sam in a vacuum of emptiness. With cautious hope, they ventured out of the room. The cabin was eerily still, as if the night's horrors had never occurred. Without looking back, they raced to the door and flung it open, stumbling out into the cool night air. The first rays of dawn painted the sky as Lily and Sam put distance between themselves and the cabin. Their breaths came in ragged gasps, and their minds reeled from the terror they had endured. They didn't dare speak of what had transpired, but the memory of that bone-chilling night would forever haunt their dreams. And as the village awoke to the sun's gentle rays, the old cabin stood in silence once more, waiting for its next victims to heed its chilling whispers and step into its dark embrace.